Welcome everybody to another official Trackmania campaign. It is spring. Last season we saw the map's style change forever with the Vista update. With 2 minutes left until the new one releases, we're expecting similar beautiful aesthetics. There's 25 maps in total. I'm gonna try to beat all the author times and show you guys how I beat them, but you should note that they do get progressively harder and harder. The last 5 are competitive tracks now. They're played in the esports circuit, so they might be very difficult to beat. But let's get into it. Map 01. World record by Nadeo. We're starting with a grass map this time around. And 5th gear. Okay, that should be holdable throughout the turn. You can get platform grip there. And then, if you guys don't know and you're completely new to Trackmania, we have the mechanic called air braking. So, on these drop downs where you get air time, you can tap brake once in the air while holding accelerate all the time. Don't let go of accelerate. And that will be faster. And then I think you can maybe do some tricks to avoid the penalty grass there. We're also doing something called speed sliding. Also, I'll introduce this immediately. Instead of just driving straight line on the grass, you can see I'm losing a lot of speed towards my PB. Try to just have the skid marks behind the car overlap very gently. Like, I'm trying to get a just barely sliding angle all the time. That's faster than driving in a straight line. That is map 1. Let's go next. Map 02. And we have dirt. So we're probably gonna have the surfaces introduced. Sort of like intro credits to a show. In this episode, we have dirt. This feels more advanced, although it's kind of a straight line map than most O2s. Even with this, I beat the automel by 1 second. It shouldn't give you too many troubles. But again, I would think about air control. You don't have to air brake on any of these jumps in the beginning though. Here I speed slide again, steering a lot. It's faster than driving in a straight line. And then in the end, you might have seen this already, but there is a fancy. You can jump here and gain more time. Can't get auto time there because the end. It did seem possible with the margin to just drive very slowly. But yeah, the jump will make you a lot faster. Map 03, we're in the winter Vista. And we have, is this Everest but flat? We have snow reactor sliding as 03. Yeah, we gotta claim royalties here. They took some inspiration. Snow reactor, so this is already quite advanced. I'll try to explain what's going on. On this, you want to first steer left. When the car is sideways, steer right. If you over angle, you have to release accelerate while holding steering. Releasing accelerate is the only way to straighten the car. Like, don't stop steering, just release accelerate. So, one more time. I like the map though. It's a cool idea to have this in an official campaign. So yeah, one more time. Wait, why am I so fast now? Just release accelerate. Optimal is the goal, you can get it almost with an entire respawn. Well, I try for cuts if I see any, yes, but typically on the first maps they're too simple for there to be shortcuts, so I'm gonna see on the later maps if we can spot anything. And we have a proper tech map here, I think. As map 4. Oh, this is kind of cute. No, this is a remake, or? That ending is so much like a Trackmania 2 Stadium map. But is the start? Is the start the same? Is this, so bad at the numbers in Trackmania 2? Yeah, it has to be, right? Let me double check. I do like getting the remakes correct. AO4. Okay, the start is different. But this is the map I'm thinking of. It doesn't look a lot like it. But the end, I thought the end does. You see this? The last turn was a little similar. Okay, I digress. I think there is some inspiration. Anyway. To get a good time here. Well, you can almost full speed the start. I would just release. And here you can full speed again. The end you have to drift though. No, you just release. Yeah, this entire thing is full speed, guys. I just realized. With small release taps. So it's more like a NASCAR map. I just saw the last turn and got excited, but I haven't seen that map in a few years. No remake here, I think this is original. Gotta be honest with ourselves, guys, this is not a remake. Cool track, though. Let's go next. Map 05, we haven't seen ice yet, and just aesthetically, they're not adding ice here. This is a dirt track. I speed slid on the start to get 4th gear early. Down the outside of the dirt, speed slide again. And what do we have for a finish? Wobbles. 2 seconds out of the AT first run. Again, it should be okay if you just don't crash. And another piece of advice I'd give is, for maps like these that are this simple, try your best to never really let go of accelerate. Except from in the very sharp corner there. Like here, just be brave. You might crash, but this entire portion is full speed. Don't crash, yeah, no. It's bad advice, but it's also like... There's not much more to it when the gap is so big, 2 seconds. There's a gear you can keep there. Get a bit faster. There's probably going to be a massive no slide line here though for world record pace. I don't really know. Those are the white maps. Let's go green. Well, is one of the white maps green? Like in color? Don't know. We have plastic. So congratulations to Solivagant and Hobbit for the world record. Truly remarkable stuff. Looked like a tiny shortcut might be possible there, actually. Almost drove that on accident in the first run. It's kind of fun to do these waves. Pretty basic layout again. Lord Quacked? I mean, Lord Quacked on plastic? Haven't really seen it. Oh, I mean, again. Again, I'm forgetting where to go. But it might be that, it's just you have very low speed afterwards. I'm doubting the idea, guys. No shortcut, I don't think. Like, if we're struggling to beat author time, it's probably not it. Let's try without. Yeah, especially because if you go above, you get 4th gear. Should remove the credibility of the idea completely. Maybe though. We'll leave it at a maybe with that one. They must have known, well, of course. I do actually think Nadeo sometimes leaves shortcuts in on purpose or don't look for shortcuts when they map test. Because there are some that are like very suspicious in how they work. And you think surely they would have thought of that. Almost surprising that they haven't. This is more what I wanted. Like, this type of map, guys, is so good for ranked. It's so good for hunting as well. Here you can learn to drift. If you don't know, for these sharp corners, how to drift. You start by holding full steer for half a second or so towards the corner. And then you add brake at the... well, about the end of the turn, honestly. Like, full steer and add brake. It's a beautiful map too, yeah? Such a simple map, true. So one more time. You full steer. Once the wheels are fully sideways, you can add brake. Here again, full steer. Once the wheels are sideways, add brake. Now I'm gonna go sharper, because I didn't do that last time. Drift earlier here, so I have more space for this one. More inside here, so I can drift earlier through here. And the best line might be to just jump towards the finish. It might also be that you drive up the outside of the last hill. I'm not really able to tell. But this is just fun to hunt, I think. Almost no matter your skill level, you can get some enjoyment out of this. Whether it is to learn drifting for the first time or like optimize your drifting. I think it's cute. I like it. And now map 08. It's going downhill. That's a plus. Last time, they thought we wouldn't care. But we did. We said, please, Nadeo, you might not understand our reasons, but we want a downhill map, and we got one. We got one. I think an up and downhill map with a reactor. I mean, the DGen community has never felt better about a map. And the hunters are all there. Like Blood that you see on the leaderboard, for example. He has hunted previous campaign downhill maps for over 100 hours. Ludda that you see has built an entire downhill campaign in the game. Many downhill campaigns in the game. Cam as well hunts these, that like the DGen community are eating good this campaign. What a track, guys, what a track. Best pattern, by the way, I will have no idea, but I'm trying to get good speed in the start by releasing in the downhill. And then you can use air brakes to land a bit more stable. And also steering left and right helps. Try to build good speed and get any type of good flight you can. Probably something in the end here to be done as well for a zoop. That will go next. Spring 09 now. We're in the canyon. Like I said last campaign, this is gonna be the new standard visuals for the game. Like when Nadeo adds something like this with the different vistas, they definitely plan on using it. So we're gonna get used to this, but it still feels very fresh. But yeah, another okay optimal here. For optimizing, you gotta avoid sliding on the dirt and the sand because you're too slow. In this grass uphill you can slide. Also on the plastic here, and I think the ice end, guys, is a slide. Because you can get a... I mean, way too complicated really for discovery, but you can get a ice speed slide towards the finish. I want to do one more with the ice slide end to see if it's faster. Yeah, if you climb this hill early enough, guys, you can get 4th gear here. And that would make you a lot quicker. Something to go for if you're hunting. Build a ton of speed and then... maybe, maybe not, I'm not sure. Will there be a top 0.1% this campaign? I think I might want to go for it, yeah. I mean, there's going to be quite a lot of stuff with Red Bull faster for the rest of the... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Top 0.1% with the snow car. Oof, I don't know. Can we do top 0.1% but not this map? this cute pickup truck I thought had been fully forgotten. Did I tell you guys that I saw the snow car in real life recently? I was traveling and I was by the beach, and before I knew it, there was someone in Menorca that had a real life replica of the snow car. It's an unbelievable picture. I'll show you guys as well if you haven't seen it. Like, I was standing there, just my jaw dropped. Right there. By the water. It was the snow car. And you can tell it's a 1-to-1 replica. This is not just any pickup truck. Like, they really paid attention to the details to get such an accurate replica of the snow car. Like, some people have these passion projects where they just, you know, really want it to look exactly original. So yeah, that was a unique experience. But yeah, to get fast time on this map, especially if you're a keyboard player, I would strongly recommend binding action keys. Those let you limit your steering range, because basically just think of it this way, that sharp steering movements on the snow car are gonna eat your speed. So I'm throughout the run just pressing action key 3, action key 4, which limit my steering, and I'm just very gently tapping. That's the first 10 automates. Also, yeah, Copra, I tried to fix, I don't know what's the thing, but yeah. I'm recording it, so the recording will look okay. But I don't know. It's my internet, I'm pretty sure. My game is very smooth. I did some test recordings earlier today. Everything's smooth. It's just the internet problem. And I called my ISP and they said, have you tried turning it on and off again? So I turned it on and off again like a good boy, and nothing worked. Nothing worked any better when I went live. So yeah, no, we'll see. We have a multi-lap map for map 11. And this one is high speed also. Like this one? Yeah, this is quite nice, guys. This is a full NASCAR track. It doesn't look like real-life NASCAR, but in this game when we say NASCAR, we mean map where typically releasing accelerate is faster than drifting. You will know that that's the case because you have very high speed and very sharp turns. So it looks like the first turn here was full speed. And you can get a way better line than I did. And typically you want to just do racing principles like set up wide, release and follow the apex if you can. This one is a slide. There is no way around it. But then here, you release. And this one, if you have to, you release. Also only 2 laps, I quite like that. Last campaign we had one that was 4 laps. And it was a bit much. 2 laps is good enough. I. Let's crash. And yeah. It's a cool map. Let's go next. Map 12. Rally. Guys, you will not believe it, but the other day I saw the rally car. I was walking by the beach, and before my eyes, someone had made a real-life rally car replica, true to the original. You might say this looks a lot like the snow car one. They are pretty similar, but wow, just made me think of that crazy experience I had by the beach. So here, guys, on my note of action keys, big recommend for the rally car is action key 2. The car on keyboard just works really well in action key 2 and 3. And then through the dirt. It kind of makes sense, though. We didn't have a lot of alt cars last campaign. And Nadeo likes to bring them back here and there. So we have to abide by their rules. So here I just do action key 2. If the car is not sliding, then you're doing it correct. If the car is sliding, you're doing it less optimally. I wouldn't say wrong, but less optimal. Sometimes sliding is correct. Did crash here, but I think author time's still beatable with a crash. Ow. Maybe not that one. It should be okay. I already forgot the end, but... Actually 2 again, and... yeah. That's author time on 12. Let's go next. Corny already got a reactor flight on 08. It's been 20 minutes, bro. 20 minutes and we have a reactor on 08. I guess we'll check that out. We have Bobsleigh for now on map 13. Ooh, and this is strange. I like it. Icy reactor bobsleigh. This used to be a very common problem for Nadeo. They'd place bobsleigh and reactor together. And then every single bobsleigh map would just be broken. I would not be shocked if it happens again. Consider me very surprised if this one as well gets some type of reactor trick. But yeah, here for the bobsleigh, there's more advanced inputs nowadays. But the very basic strategy you can go for is action key 2 at the start of a turn, like here. Action key 1, rather, at the start of a turn. And then action key 4. 1 and then 4. For keyboard. Gains a bit towards full steer. On controller, you just smooth steer. Not too advanced. Can do one more run though. So 1 and 4. Gotta keep as much speed as you can for bobsleigh because the surface doesn't really accelerate you on its own. It's the main thing going on here. I have 4th now, which felt important, but a bit wide. I'm not a bobsleigh whisperer anymore, but I'll take that time. Let's go next. Should we watch the 08 record already? It's already a 21. And the campaign just released 20 minutes ago. Okay, so well, the start looks very simple. You know, that's a good time. That is a very good strategy and a very good time. But yeah. Map 14. We have dirt. And low speed dirt at that. Engine off and reset. Okay. So some elements going on, not too much to worry about. Shouldn't change your approach that much. Just know with engine off you can't speed slide. So no sliding engine off is faster. That might come in as a trick. That's good. And then sharp. Yeah, so here you would just no slide. And it is always tempting to go inside line for these things, but if you can keep 4th gear throughout all that, it might be worth to go outside. I really still struggle knowing if it's inside line or outside. I got this one with a touch. Not my best run. I went outside dirt. The goal should be to keep 4th gear here though. So if you keep 4th, you're fine. Land a bit on the right side and then, yeah, try to keep 4th in the end too. And this is really something I was hoping for, some obstacle-y thing. Okay, we're going here. This looks like a bonk map, no? Engine off. It's fully symmetrical. Bog slide here, I think we have. And more engine off, okay. This one you can skip the wall hit though. The wall hug. And finish. Yeah, this is cute. I like it. Some stuff to experiment with. I beat Carl Jr., so I'm happy with my time. Let's go to the next one. Any plans to hunt? I am considering doing like a top 0.1% thing again. Map 16. Okay, we've seen map 16s with these reactor walls before. But nothing like this. Yeah, this is unique. And then we're upside down now. Okay, this might be the first, like, serious jump in difficulty. Especially if this has a good author time too. Because it's so strange. Okay. Are you guys disoriented yet? Because I'm a bit. Yeah, we got a turn. 180 turn on the wall. And I got 49 seconds, I got silver. Do I remember a single thing? I think there's a chance, guys, we could bug slide this turn. It almost lines up. It's close. And I think to not fly out, you have to go wide there. Went the wrong way here. This one, no, because the exit is too, it's not sharp enough. Down here, up the last thing, and... yeah, 43 almost. Okay, so this is a strong off time. Let's see what we can optimize. It went left in the start, and I'm gonna try this now. Okay, this exact attempt was not faster. Ah, we can almost fly. There's gonna be a flight, I think, for the record. But overall map design on this one, I'd say really good. I cannot remember a campaign map I've seen that feels or looks like this one, so there's a big plus on creativity for the builder here. Feels quite interesting to drive to. The turns are difficult, but kind of nice. And yeah, the clue there, guys, is if you drive that part there very quickly, you can get pulled down the last hill on the inside, which gets you a lot of time gains. Map 17. If we're betting world records, I'd immediately say Dexter, but let's see. Do we have the return of Sausage Tack? Everyone's beloved track style. It seems just like a full Sausage Tack map. Okay. Yeah, this is really not everyone's favorite. Quite the opposite. I think if you look at which style of track causes the most uninstalls, it's this one. Not the snow car, not the rally car, but it's Sausage Tack. And it's a style I really like, actually, so... My taste is not perfect. But for this one, guys, the main thing you gotta think about is which side of the block you want the car to be on for each turn. And typically, it is the inside line. So here, we're going from outside to inside. I go up the hill, and now I gotta switch to the inside. If I'm on the outside down this hill, I have problems. Go back on the inside. I see it's a long turn, I stay on the inside. Here I gotta switch. So that makes sense. Inside again of the middle of the block. Like whichever way the turn goes, just try to be on the inside and you'll do okay. And the maps are typically designed in a playable way. Like, if you play a random map challenge and you get a sausage tech map, it could be anything. But in campaign, you trust and hope that the mappers knew what they were doing. Also, yeah, guys, you're not the first to say the lag thing. I don't know what it is, but can't do much about it right now. This has to be something. Okay, guys, lock in. Let's see if we can figure out the remake. This has got to be something. Oh, it's so Nations Forever. No? I think this is a remake. The loop. Loop? On a tech map? The sausage roads make it a bit harder to tell. Not getting anything yet. This is a little familiar. This road is different. Maybe it is not a remake at all. It feels so much like one. Also, again, guys, super annoying with the lag. I don't know what it is. I will not attempt tech support with thousands of people. And it's the same with every, like, suggestion you guys are gonna have tech-wise. I think I've probably tried it. If you're very smart about streaming, you can send me a DM, but the most obvious things I've already checked. I did turn on and off my router. I did call my ISP. This turn I already forgot. And here... Very sharp drift this last one. I kind of failed it, but still got the AT. I think you saw a cut. Yeah, I saw the loop, right? The problem is I think the barrier's in the way, but how sick it would be if you could jump through. Let's go next. Could also be some like early World Cup map or something. They've done that with World Cyber Games one time. Alright guys, we have the desert car now. You guys are not gonna believe it, but the other day when I was walking, saw something that very closely resembled the desert car. It might have been a coincidence. It might have just been a coincidence, but some cars in real life do look like this one. So, just saying. Yeah, with this one, guys, we might also have a very difficult auto time, which 59 doesn't seem to be. Yeah, I think that should be an okay auto time. The desert car, it functions a bit differently from snow car and rally. Here it's all about being flat. If you smooth steer, then the car will kind of stay on two side wheels. However, if you tap at a specific rhythm, then the car will go back down to flat in between your steering taps. So tapping steering, it looks weird, it looks jagged, but that is the best playstyle for this car. Tap, 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 tap. You can also use action keys to make your taps a bit smoother. And it's very easy to overturn the car. Call that an ankle twister when you like go into a turn and then lose all your speed. In the curves, it makes it easier for you to steer. And I'm hoping that just a crashless... No. Crashless run would be enough, which honestly is going to be pretty close. Like with a wide turning crashless run, you're almost not beating the author time. You are, but it's right there. Unless I made some bigger mistakes. I mean, I slow down a lot here. You could probably do that better. So yeah, if we're thinking towards like projects like top 0.1% or top 100s, hunting this is gonna be interesting. Might be a good good learning experience. Open-mindedness is important when it comes to these things. And it's honestly a pretty easy desert car map after the start. Like, this all feels so smooth. You have plenty of time, just tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. And off time. Map 20. We see some full speed players in the records. I think that is because we have a full speed map. World record 3 seconds faster than that. Yeah, Rinta, the world record is the best desert car player in the world. That is why he's so far ahead. Yeah, we have proper full speed as well. It might have some Nadeo quirks on it though. They always like to throw a little something into the mix. I thought it was side then middle, but it's just straight middle. Oh my. Engine off, okay. That is a very intense map, but I also like it. Author time a 45.3, okay. Probably, honestly, strong author time. So here guys, we mentioned speed slides on dirt. They exist on road too. They're a lot more precise on road. You won't get away with just sliding. You have to slide at very specific angles for road to be faster. And to make matters even more complicated, that angle changes depending on your speed. But a good rule of thumb is that at 500 speed, you want about 50% overlap. And if you're faster than that, you want more overlap. If you're slower, you want less. Thinner line in the middle, basically. That's author time. So maybe I can show you. Like, I didn't do it properly here, but if you look at the skid marks behind my car, we're at 400 speed. We should have a very thin line. This is not thin enough. Only at the later half of the turn is it enough. Now here, 500, it should be about 50%. Again, pretty bad. So you can get this author time with mediocre speed slides, but if you want to perfect them, maybe actually just watch World Record Ghost and try to get the same overlaps. Alright, map 21, we're at the esport maps now. And we're on Germany, which we already said is the track reversing. So, well, at least the ending. I don't know if the start is. But we have some German visuals. Just before the map's release, we were able to determine that this was a remake of a track they played 5 years ago in World Cup 2021. Oh, this unique turn. I like that. Okay. Reminder, this will be in Elite Cups, and this will also be in EWC, I think. Yeah, so here, guys, we noticed something very interesting. I'm struggling to get the speed right now, but there's back boosters on the other side. And I think already here, you're intended to go backwards as you land. So this is the intended thing. And then you have a ice turnaround into forwards again. Oh my god. Oh my. And then up on the banking. Oi, 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 what is this? Wet tire uphill, okay. There's gonna be slow down tricks for that. And the same thing. Reversing part 2. This is the original feature. You go around the pillars. I don't know if people knew it then, but you can get skid marks and it's way faster. And then turn around booster into fin. And presumably also a very strong auto time. Like the records now are only 1 second ahead of it, so I've got to drive pretty well to beat this one. Shouldn't be too hard. Once you get the hang of the turnarounds, this map is okay, but I do think the auto medals of these elite maps are hunted like previously. So they might take you longer than the first 20 maps did if you're going for all auto times. It might also be that the golds are hard. Like just finishing this in under 120 is a big challenge. Next map has 1 auto time so far, yep. Now it is curious why there's such a jump up, but you have like 5 final bosses, I guess, of each campaign now. Oh. Here I landed with less speed and now. Am I just cooked? Well, no, because I can get a better turnaround, but... Okay, 0.3. That's gonna evaporate very quickly here. Okay. Oh, hang on, okay. Maybe this map does have some spice. With that water part, I kind of like that now. We'll see what players are able to do. Okay, so this is a very good start. And that's a good uphill. Then I just gotta not throw. Nice. 80. Yeah, pretty tough first Elite Cup map, auto time. Gonna take a lot of grinding. On the ice, guys, the best thing I found out was to accelerate early in your turnaround. I don't know, apart from that, really. Like, the landings, as I said, backwards only when the car lands on the block. You don't want to slide down the hills because it's forwards gear. Some why. And other than that, just try to keep it clean. South Korea is the next map. This one, I wasn't able to tell what it was from the screenshot. I want to see if I recognize it now. And I gotta say the start is completely unfamiliar to me. But on the previous map, they kept only the obstacle, only the identity. It was this drift. That when I looked at some screenshots, kind of reminded me of something. But this does not. Oi. Huh? Okay. Oh, wait, is it, yeah. I didn't look at this map. Trackmania Grand League Fall 2020? What's this one where you balance on the rails with reactor flight? Pretty scenery, yeah, it's nice. It's vibrant. Ah, this is unfamiliar again. Oh. Okay, I like that turn a lot, although I failed it. Engine off. This map! No, I know now, I know, okay. It's still not the one I thought. Dude, this is so old. This was in one of my competitions, actually, guys. So back in 2020, I hosted an identity mapping competition. Oh my god, what is this title? Lo-fi Trackmania Grand League identities to study and lose your points to. And I uploaded all the different maps one by one. This was just a montage of maps. It's in here, guys. I know it. I know it's in here. I'm scrolling. There weren't reactors? No, but it was built like differently. No, wait. You're right. There weren't reactors. The identity was from a contest? Yeah. Yeah, this was built by the Cuber, no? This was built for the Cuber. I think it's, yeah, it's this one. It's fixed low-key. I don't believe you guys, because I'm still seeing complaints. But okay. We power through like a PowerPoint. Good. Oh, so you can exit steering left. Okay, that's... Yeah, okay. That's a big find. Basically on the ice, you can kind of ice slide out of the reactor part, I guess. Oy. Okay, I gotta hold on to 4th gear. And then here, 4th gear, also very important. For the grass part itself, afterwards I'm okay with dropping it. Okay, not bad. So that took a little less time than I expected, honestly. But yeah, I'll show you guys. For me at least, this was the biggest thing I didn't understand. The end itself, you just have to align straight with where the car is going. Like you're kind of charging up an arrow, and you just want the arrow to be pointed where you're going as you do the turnarounds in the end. But here, left tap on the reactor, and then right when you get to the platform. So here, like look, we're charging up the arrow, and then this one was bad because I had to steer during the flight, you see? But this one, pretty good, pretty straight. And the last one, pretty good as well. Car can immediately start zooping. Alright, Canada 2026, Carl Jr.'s territory. Guys, we are one turn into the map. And already, I gotta say, the map design is quite amusing. It's quite amusing. It's rare you see a beaver map than this. I'm seeing... I'm seeing a lot of people say they're gonna leave the stream. I'm sorry to see you guys go. Thank you for watching. We have slaloms, and I suspect, guys, from the screenshots we saw, at the end of this map we'll have the iconic Trackmania slalom part, where Carl Jr. won World Cup in 2021. It's also got some, like, slight throwbacks to it here in the route. but not anything that's like exact. Okay, this turn though, yeah, now we're here. Okay, so this part from here should be all the same. Down the hill. Oh, actually, it keeps going. Ah, because it starts here. Okay, so it's different, but it's slalom. How low is it here? Okay, that was better. And that was better. This turn now flows very nicely. That was smooth, wide. Inside line here. Oh, I missed the entry to this. Was this fast enough? With a good end that would have tied it. Okay. So the splits here, guys, until last checkpoint are basically what we need. And look, we beat Carl on his World Cup map. Oh god. Okay, I can't drive against this ghost. Just gonna turn off the ghost and drive. Damn. Yeah, these splits are good, despite the slow start. Now, though, I think I touched the snow, so I'll gain. And I'm more inside line, so I'll be blue. Okay, equal. So here, guys, we can basically safety and still get it. Gotta not crash. And that should be it. Wow. Yeah, that is an unbelievably hard auto trim. That took far too long. That took far too long, but poof, we made it through. Let's check out the last two maps. Australia, world record by Mutta. Okay. Who would have thought? You can do 0.2 better. I mean, I can do a lot better. But I am glad for now that I can take a break from Canada and check out the next map. I love that they made this like very deserty as well. Australia in the aesthetic. And oh my god. Wait, this is so crazy for competitive. So guys, never in Trackmania esports history have we had a competitive map that is like full speed. I don't, like, we've had parts where you just press accelerate and whatever, but with speed slides and all, this is quite crazy. And this seems to be a almost normal full speed map. Outside line there. Okay, well, one slow part, kind of like a hop, kangaroo hop. Plastic flick, it's not total full speed, but it's looking fast. Uh-huh. Yo, this map is sick though. With the agility dash throwback. Yeah, this is okay. This is where it begins. If you guys didn't watch Trackmania Esports 3 years ago now, one of the most iconic maps back then was this, called Agility Dash, where you just weave back and forth on plastic tiles. And the pros do it at very high speeds. And that's what's made it into this map. 1:17 auto time seems a tiny bit more forgiving, but I don't think I would ever dare call it easy after what we experienced on the previous map. Oh my god, you can gain so much time here. Like, in the full speed part alone, you can gain 0.4 maybe with good speed slides versus no bad speed slides. Low ramp cut. And then up on the outside. Then there was sand, something, something. Yeah, down into the sand. Could probably keep third gear. Same mistake as last time, going low there. I want to go high up. Catch the early landing. If you land early on this, you can set up everything else early too. Oh boy, it's another... okay. Guys, this is gonna be hard as well. Come on, guys, we're taking way too long. Like, this is a little hard, but it's not half an hour per map difficult, I feel. Way too wide. Yuck. Low speed. It might be possible from this, but it would take a really strong M. No, I don't think it is possible. If it is possible from here, then this auto time is a lot easier than I first expected. And it barely is. Okay. Honestly, with a good end, quite beatable. Wouldn't say it's that hard. Last map, guys, let's take a look at Hungary 2026. We have Pusito Paco, the Hungarian player, with the world record here. And what is going on here? We got Sausage Drift in the start, Reactor. On the grass, okay. And then this loop that we saw the screenshot of, yep. A lot of nature and people and the scenery aesthetic. It's not ringing any bells so far. Oh. That's a cool transition. I figured it was a drift, but 180 is crazy. Aha. Oh, is this not gonna bug though? I would not trust putting pipes like that. That needs to be tested. It's a cool idea, but I'm scared this is gonna bug for the pros. Then drop down and jump up. This and too, pretty hard. But cool idea. Okay. 101.97 the other time. Some nice ramp cut idea you can do in the start too. I quite like this. So sharp, no? What did Paco do? I think he just wanted to establish dominance immediately. Like he saw, you know, when the campaign started, oh, there's a Hungary map. I'm Hungarian. Let me boot up. Or he shortcut the map built for his own country, but I think it's more a matter of pace here than anything. Okay. Yeah, that. Okay, that's a 102.02. Which is basically tying out the time with the crash. So if we overlook the however many respawns that was, maybe 15, we have the pace. Just don't respawn 15 times. Okay, cannot lose the gear there. Out here, I think this is the better entry. Is that way, get more through here. Around and up. And wide. And up. Okay. This one did not take as long as the others. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the spring campaign, all 25 author times. Let me know what you thought about the campaign in the comments. I thought it was an 8 out of 10. A little bit too many alt cars that I saw on that one beach, and very hard author medals, but good diversity. I enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching. I'll probably make a bit of other content about the campaign in the next couple of days, so look out for that. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.